It all began with the...
Welcome back, my friend. I know your memory is paled. 8 years is a long time. Many things have happened. The war is over, but its consequences were terrible. The convocation has shattered the countenance of our world. Since then, I've tried to retain whatever is left over from this world. But now I have a feeling of time closing in. The circle is closing, and these lands need a protector. May the power of the ruin reawaken with you. But this time, you should not be the slave of someone else's will. This rune is the scourge on which your soul was forged. Wear it now yourself, and be the master of your own decisions.
I'm free.
Master Rowan, the Order sent me with an important message. Something's happening at the Wildland Pass. Creatures made of black steel. They are breaking into the Northlands.
The Iron Ones have come. So, it has now begun.
You must set out at once.
Indeed. I will go see Darius. You, my friend, should gather your strength first and arm yourself. Follow the messenger to the town of Greyfell. When you get there, speak to my friend Sartarius. He will give you your instructions. He belongs to the Order of Dawn. Good luck. We'll meet again when I return, Rune Warrior.
By the gods, he really called a Rune Warrior.
I can hardly remember. How do I get to that city, Greyfell?
Follow the path through the rocks. I'll go with you. But let's be careful. The mountain goblins are in an uproar.
Hello, welcome to the Order of Dawn campaign with myself, Oswald Lyric Vivider. We're going to be playing the Warrior. If you haven't already, check out my Warrior build. This is what we're going to be playing during the campaign. You can check out the guide, which will contain all the information that you need to know on the build. I like the Warrior myself, but you are more than happy to pick whatever you want. I am in the process of writing all the builds and releasing the videos for them. Turn the volumes down ever so slightly. No. There we are. Just kill the beetle and spider.
We're under attack.
And then we'll come over here. Is it me or is that? We're going to go over here and open the box. From here we're going to then follow this path up to this set of guards over here.
Iron is light. Welcome to the Northern Realms.
What kind of place is this here?
This is the Shadow Pass. It leads through the mountains to our capital city, Greyfell, the seat of the House of Wolfgar.
How do I get to Greyfell?
Just follow this trail. You can't miss it. But keep your eyes peeled. This land isn't called the Shadow Pass for nothing. Should you get into trouble, then run back here. We will know how to defend your life.
And continue up the path. And start destroying the spiders.
We're under attack. Stay with me, men. The lions must fall. We're under attack.
Has the old man gone off?
As you predicted, my lord. He will move on to the Wildland Pass.
Good. The snare is slowly beginning to close. He will never return from there.
What will happen with the rune slave, my lord?
Kill him. And then give this casket to the leaders of the Black Fist. It contains the plans for the invasion.
But my lord, I cannot conquer this rune warrior. I'm just a messenger, not a fighter.
I have complete confidence in you. Bring the casket to the Black Fist. I will give you a princely reward.
Lord. All right then. Die, rune slave!
It's an ambush.
And pick up the glowing thing from the floor and head towards this guy with white dress.
What happened here?
Treason. I must get to Greyfell by the fastest route.
Mountain goblins have blocked that route. They're already setting up a camp. There is a rune monument right near. Summon your army there. It's the only way you can break through to Greyfell.
First, I must search for this traitor. The casket must be brought to the Order as quickly as possible.
Open up the treasure chest. And move down to this human monument where we'll start summoning some workers and build our first settlement. Activate the second bind stone. From here, we're going to move ourselves just over to here for now. We're going to summon 10 workers. take it up to 20. Grab 5 of them by clicking this little box up in the top right corner. Then click on one of the down arrows to form a group and click on the trees. We'll then do the same thing with another 5. Click on the other button up there on 6 and hit stone. And summon the rest of the 20 workers that we need. From here we want to bring ourselves down and start killing the goblins that are coming towards our base.
We're under attack. Rune warriors, stand by me.
From there, I'm going to come over here to this cut place. And kill him off.
It's an ambush. It's an ambush. The lines must hold.
Pick up the eyeglasses and destroy the small hut.
At your service. Understood.
From there we want to build ourselves a quarry right next to the stone.
Yes. As good as done.
And a woodcutter for,
Your orders?
and then we can get rid of these drop down arrows.
Understood.
And then we're going to come and kill this goblin.
The lines must hold.
We're then going to add some new abilities. So we picked heavy combat arts like large blunt, armor, and that just adds them in. So as you can see, we've got the minimum stats. So if you have a look at the hover over heavy combat arts, heavy combat arts is the ability to master large and powerful weapons, wear heavy armors and shields. To attain high levels, very high levels of strength and stamina are required in order to increase the ability. You must meet the following requirements: base levels, 26 strength, 26 stamina. You do not have any ability points left at the moment. Increasing a level will give you additional ability points. So at the moment I'm going to just leave the stats as they are because I don't really particularly need to touch them right this second. And then I'm going to come over here and kill off that. At the same time I now want to put a hunting lodge down, so I'm going to build a hunting lodge.
Building completed.
From the hunting lodge I want a small headquarter. And I'm going to get back on this thing over here. So I'm going to take dexterity up by a point, dexterity up by a point, stamina and strength up by a point, leaving one stat point left. And then from here we are going to head down to here where we're just going to guard. From there we want to build ourselves a mine over here. And then we're going to summon more workers to build 2 forges. We're then going to click on the human monument and put, with the right click of a button, a flag on the ground so that we can summon our recruits and scouts. You'll also notice this is what our rune power is. The lower down that is, the longer it takes for us to recruit humans, warriors and recruits. And also works with the manner of also hero monuments as well. So the less rune power, the slower the activation is. This only works with workers and rune heroes, by the way. But the less points you've got, the slower the summon is. And it does rebuild over time, so you'll notice that it's going back up. And all we want to do is build ourselves a forge.
I'm on it.
2 of them.
I'm on it. Astra, let's get cracking then. Building completed.
And the last 9, the next one. So the forge requires 1 worker to work on it at all times. Some buildings will require 1 workers, whereas others will require 5.
Building completed.
And then the last 5 we can put on more hunting
I'm on it.
down there. From there we want to recruit 10 recruits and 10 scouts. And to put it up, so your population cap at the moment is only 10, so we're going to come over to the small headquarter, press this button over here, and it will increase our population cap to 15. We'll need 100 food for 15 and 200 food for 20. We're going to take the population cap to 20 and summon 10 recruits and 10 scouts. Notice the resources that are required. We need 50 iron for a recruit and 40 wood and 15 iron for a scout. If you click this button down here, that opens up your character information. so we can see all our stat points, our abilities, our armor class, our life, mana, our speed, resistances, etc. Then we've got this window here where all our gear goes into it. And we'll put on the club because it's a better weapon for now. This is our spell book, so you'll get all your spells in here. You just have to drag them up, click and drag them up into the window. This is our rune board where all our human worker levels go and our rune heroes. I'll explain that further down the line. We then have another one where you get human build plans and unit plans, and then this is our quest log. So we get our quest menu, so these are all quest items or miscellaneous items, and then our main quests. We can also go on this is active quests and these are solved quests. So there's no entries for solved, just got main quest for now. So we're going to dump our unit population up to 20. And that's just telling us that an enemy has got in close proximity to us. So now we have our 20. We're just going to wait down here until they all arrive.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Grab all 20 of
Yes,
your
sir.
recruits as well as your
Yes.
crossbowmen or scouts and move
To
into
adventure.
the base. We're going to use ourselves to destroy the base buildings and the
Eyes
recruits
open, sword ready,
and
sir.
scouts
It's an ambush.
to kill all the enemies.
Never surrender. The lines must hold. Enemy contact. We're under attack. Engaging the enemy. Engaging the enemy.
From here we want to make it over to this treasure chest over here, open it up and pick up the items, then continue over to the dead bodies where we're going to pick up more dead goblins.
They're attacking. Here.
Now that the base is destroyed, let's move further down the map
To
and come
adventure.
down to here.
We're under attack. It's an ambush. Never surrender. We're under attack. Fortify the defenses. They're attacking. Wooden warriors, stand by me. I am ready. Let's go.
And start destroying the other base on top.
I shall not fail.
Once the area is destroyed, bring them all back together,
Here.
and we're going to move off up the top of the hill
Let's go.
to this point here.
Orcs! They're burning everything down! Where are the guards? Help us in our defense, quick! Otherwise we are lost!
We're then going to run up the road to this point here, or this point here, where we're going to start killing all the cave orcs. We're then going to have a chat with this guy over here.
Thank you. Without you, things would have looked pretty bleak for us. The guards have a good drubbing to look forward to, those nincompoops. Here, take this as your reward. And please excuse the others. The people are a little frightened of you. You're a rune warrior, aren't you?
On the way to Greyfell.
Oh, it isn't very far from here to Greyfell. Just follow the trail up the mountain. Have a good journey.
From here, we want to select them all and head up the
Follow
road.
me.
So we're going to come up this path here to the right, and we're going to stay right there. And then we're going to follow it round to the left, where we'll see more cave
adventure.
orcs. From there, we're going to empty this treasure chest, and then we are going to head back to this point here, and then follow the mountain up to the town of Greyfell.
Now.
We're going to leave our units there, and then we are going to walk through the town to this bindstone here, where we're going to meet Darius.
Sartarius?
That's who I am. And you must be the rune warrior Rowan awoke.
Rowan is in great danger. I must speak to him.
He set out toward the Wildland Pass along with his bodyguard.
That won't be enough for him. There's another mage of the circle here. He confronted us in the mountains. Your messenger was a traitor. He led me right to him.
Another circle mage? Ye gods! Who?
His face was hidden under a dark hood.
And the traitor?
Dead. The Dark Circle Mage gave him this casket for the leader of the Black Fist.
The Black Fist? Impossible! That would mean...
To arms! Cave Orcs! They're coming in from the Shadow Pass.
Orcs! They must have followed you from the mountains. Quickly! The Order must participate in the defense. The town laws demand that we intervene. Take over the command of these knights.
At your service, sir.
Follow the soldier to the gate. Return to me when the attack has been repulsed. Good luck.
Follow me. There they are.
May as well leave
Keep them away
yourself
from the
there,
city.
and we'll take the guards outside as well to join them.
They're attacking. Engaging the enemy.
Activate the Mind Stone and talk to
Good work,
Sartarius.
friend. Now, let us consider what else must be done.
Somebody has to follow Rowan and warn him.
And I think I know who. But first show me the casket you told me of.
Here. The Dark Mage gave it to the messenger. It contains plans for an attack.
Let me see. It is closed with a magic seal. You won't be able to open it without the password.
Is there any kind of magic that will break it open?
Yes. However, this seal was made by a circle mage. And only a circle mage can break it.
Then I must bring the casket to Rowan.
Aye. Consider this your first task as a fighter of the Order.
Which route will Rowan take?
You will first go to see Darius, the Cartographer in Leonon. Darius has long spoken of a threat beyond the pass. This letter will open the gate to Leonon for you. And this rune here may be just as useful for you. Ask Darius about Rowan's whereabouts. Look for Rowan and warn him. If the Dark Mage finds him first, then may the gods protect us.
What is the Black Fist?
The Black Fist is a band of mercenaries and looters under the leadership of a war veteran named Brannigan. Until recently, they were just a gang of robbers. An annoyance, nothing more. But for the past few weeks, disquieting reports about their mischief have reached us. People speak of veritable hosts who have rallied to their banner, equipped with new weapons, armor, and with new commanders. Someone is supporting them. Somebody with money and influence.
How do I get to Leonon?
Go to the northeasternmost end of the city. There you will find a gate which is guarded by soldiers from the house of Leonidar. Give the soldiers my letter. They will open the gate for you. Behind it you will find the portal to Leonon.
What are these portals?
The portals are magical connections between the islands. They are the only way anyone can travel from land to land and cover the huge distances between them.
Where do they come from?
Rowan made them. We don't know much about them, only that he was gone for 6 years, and that he built them in every land. While he was making them, he didn't distinguish between the nations of the light and the darkness, and just as little between nations and creatures. It was his wish for the world to become one again. This is why we need the gate fortresses.
What is the house of Leonidar?
Leonidar is one of the 5 great royal houses of Nortanda. It once controlled the green lands north of here, all the way to the coast of Fiyar. Now they only dominate the island of Leonon and are the smallest of the still existing houses. The other houses are Utram, Halet, Wolfgar, to whom this city here belongs, and Iskandar, which, however, was snuffed out.
What does the Order of Dawn stand for?
The Order stands for the new beginning, the setting out towards a new era. Rowan himself created it to help him organize the new world. We are protectors, teachers, and builders. It is our task to help the new realms. Even the Dark Nations see this as our task, though there are many in our midst who are striving for more, for fame, for power. But Rowan will not reveal the secrets of his magic. He has witnessed what it is capable of. Nevertheless, conflict and envy arise amongst the brothers of the Order. But don't be misled by that. Concentrate only on your tasks.
Right, now all the conversations are over, we want to go click on Gabbar so that we can grab the first quest.
Oh, welcome.
You look...
I thought... Please... Have you found...
Click on him again and give him the
Have you found the
eyeglasses.
I found the...
Out? Yet...
And that will give us another quest straight after it, where we need to look for the magic quill. From there, we want to head off to Seno, the dentist. We're going to add this rune in and arrange all our weaponry. And since we went up a new ability,
A customer. Welcome.
we're going to add shields, and then we're going to train in light combat arts as well. To add light combat arts, we're then going to head to our spells and add in Berserk. I would probably recommend that you add it to bar 5, because then you've got heavy combat arts and then light combat arts on top. After this, we are going to walk to the very bottom of the map to go speak to a dwarf, where we'll pick up our next side quest. That's the Tooth Crush Pliers that we just got from Seno, and then we're going to speak to this little Harnett Rick, which is a dwarf, where we're going to pick up our next.
On you, warrior!
Don't you think...
From there, we're then going to head up to the very top of the map and speak to this knight here, just by this gate at the top right hand corner, and we'll hand him the letter so we can then travel to Leonon.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Leonon is a war zone.
I have a...
This will open the gate, but before we head off to the right and head through the portal to Leonon, we want to head to the left side of the tower, head down this path here, right to here, where we'll find a dead body where we can pick up some goodies. It's right in this shrubby area over here. And then we're going to head over to the portal. And save the game. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.